Greetings, GLST. Here is a quick overview of our master topic projects. So here in this overview is where we're going to choose our master topic as well as connect with our group. So first of all, let's go ahead and go into this blank sheet because of course there's not going to be student names in it. And then you're going to choose one of these topics here, and that's going to place you in a group. And the groups are going to go by column. So you'll have different presentations in your particular group. So for group one, let's say name number one, name number two. Don't write over people's names. So once there is a name in one of these boxes, then you want to go ahead and choose something else. And if someone already chose, oh, plastics in the oceans, and you want to do it, just go into group number two or group number three, etc. So these groups, so this is one group, group number one. There's group number two, group number three. Each of these names are going to be people you're going to reach out to, and you can find their contact information by going to people in our class here. So just click on that people and then you'll be able to find their names. When you're putting your name in, please make sure to use the name that is in Canvas so people can easily find you. And you want to make sure you should all be reaching out to connect and get the ball rolling as soon as possible for your topic and your group. So why that's going to be important. So once you've chosen your topic, then you're going to connect with your group, and some details on what that is going to look like can be found in here, so I'm not going to read it to you. And because it's a digital class, I really want to increase the ability for you to create a cohort, and there's going to be a couple of deliverables on this. Number one is going to be submitting that you met. This could be a screenshot of doing a Zoom meeting showing all the members, and you can go into Zoom here on the left panel as well under Zoom, and that would be what you would submit. Each person would submit that as proof. If it's in person, then just go ahead and take a photo of everyone meeting. And really, this is to help create some support for these two really big projects, and especially for as you're getting into your oral presentation, looking at some ways that you can, even though you have different topics, meeting with your group and seeing, okay, so what are some ways that, can we help each other brainstorm how we want to structure our particular oral presentation videos? Is there a way that we could collaborate? Is there a way that we could help each other in filming or with the technology aspect of it? So each individual is going to be submitting their own individual oral presentation individually, but I want to create these groups so that you have a cohort as you're moving your way through creating this oral presentation, most especially. It's best if you get started with your group early so you can talk about the literature review paper, but really it's going to be having that most support when it comes to the master topics. All right, so other things that I want to point out to you. So you have your master topic chosen from one of these five. You have your group, whichever one that you fall into. You've reached out to them using the people function in Canvas, and that's when you would start on the literature review paper as well as the oral presentation. You'll see in the oral presentation that you are submitting your URL for your oral presentation in two spots. The first one is going to be for me when you are going to be graded, and this is going to be a private folder so that I can give you feedback on that. And then the second one is going to be where you're going to post it to your groups. So we have 8 groups, and you're going to just find your group number. Okay, I'm group number 1, and click that, and then you're going to post it to that thread. And this is where people in your group can then go and watch your presentation. And then everyone in the group is then going to submit a summary of the other 4 people in that group, and that's going to be a deliverable that will be worth 25 points. So a couple questions. Obviously, if not everyone, there's supposed to be 5 members in the group, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 members in each group. But if something has happened, someone didn't post their presentation, they didn't participate, it totally happens. So ideally, each individual student should be watching 4 other presentations that are different from theirs and should be doing a summary and submitting 4 summaries into this box. I understand that doesn't always happen. So if you end up only having 3 other students besides yourself in that group, then that's totally fine. That's just kind of the way it goes sometimes. But everyone, I mean, this is a 100-point assignment, so everyone should be, for the most part, submitting their work. So when it's time to create that oral presentation and submit it, make sure that you are putting it into both places. So you're going to get credit for submitting it here, part 1 of 2, and then submitting it here, part 2 of 2. Alrighty, so that hopefully will answer any questions that we have about this kind of big project, and if it doesn't, definitely let me know.